Hello everyone, we are Group B34. Our thesis topic is the impact of the development of Hanfu culture on China's urban economy, taking Xian as an example. The first chapter is elaborated in 6 parts, including background information on Hanfu culture, the importance of cultural development to urban economies, the rationale for choosing Xian as a case study, research questions, research objectives, and the significance of the study. Let's take a look at the background information. Firstly, Xian, you think there is no clear definition of the term Hanfu. In general, Hanfu is a significant marker of the long-term culture, communication, and the development of the Chinese nation. Secondly, Wang Letian became the first person in modern times to wear Hanfu on the streets, earning the title of the first person in the contemporary Hanfu revival, sparking a series of imitation trends. It is reflected in aspects such as social media, the commercial market, cultural activities, and tourism.
Hello, Professor. The importance of the development of Hanfu culture to the urban economy is mainly reflected in the following assessments. Enhance the city's culture, soft power. Hanfu culture is an important part of traditional Chinese culture and a cultural symbol of the Chinese nation. Through the dissemination and promotion of Hanfu culture, the city's cultural self-condition and cultural influence can be enhanced. The city's cultural brand and cultural image can be enhanced. More domestic and foreigner tourists and investors can be attracted, and the city's cultural exchange and cooperation can be promoted.
Now I will show you the rationale for choosing Xian as a case study. There are 3 reasons: historical and cultural background, media influence, and cultural tourism. First of all, from the historical perspective, Xian, anciently known as Chang'an, was known as one of the world's great ancient capitals for civilization during the Han and Tang dynasty. The ancient capital of Chang'an lasted for more than 1,100 years through 13 dynasties. Secondly, from the perspective of social media publicity, wearing Hanfu to work around Chang'an has become one of the most held experiences when traveling to Xi'an, and on short video platforms, all kinds of content wearing Hanfu in Xi'an can be seen everywhere. Finally, from the point of tourism, the hot tourism in Xi'an has stimulated the prosperity of Hanfu industry, and the prosperity of Hanfu has stimulated the hot-related service industry.
As for research questions, what is the impact of Hanfu cultural development on cultural tourism in Xi'an? What is the impact of Hanfu cultural development on catering services in Xi'an? What is the impact of Hanfu cultural development on Xi'an's manufacturing industry?
Research objective is exploring the impact of the development of Hanfu culture on the economy of Xi'an, while exploring the historical roots, contemporary significance, and the social culture, economy, and so on. In addition, we'll identify economy opportunities related to the Hanfu industry, including businesses, job creation, and potential contributions to Hanfu, to Xi'an's cultural and creative economy.
1.6 Significance of the study. The first, enrich research content on Hanfu economy. The second, provide research support for tourism development. The third, promote the development of relevant industrial chains. The fourth, study the potential of cultural industries to provide the basis for policy makers.
Chapter 2, Literature Review. There are 4 sections. Studies on economic impact of cultural development. Overview of Hanfu culture's development in China. Previous case studies on the impact of cultural phenomena on urban economics. Theoretical framework linking cultural development to economic impact. We look at studies on the economic impact of culture. Tanjana thinks that as culture is increasingly seen as an important form of capital in promoting cultural development, cultural policies must aim at both economic and social development, as well as harmonize the cultural globalization and the new economy. Economic development can change people's way of life and consumption conceptions. economic development can promote the prosperity of culture, and the prosperity of culture can also promote economic development.
Overview of Hanfu culture's development in China. Hanfu is an embodiment of Han culture that spans the length of history. Hanfu culture etiquette standards are also based on the Han culture and gradually evolved. The earliest record of Hanfu is in the Han book. Secondly, in the ancient period of China, Hanfu not only reflected the rich content of theology, but also intuitively reflected the strict hierarchical system. Third, in the modern period of China, the more important role of Hanfu culture is to awaken the memory of the traditional culture of Chinese people and to promote national self-confidence.
Let's take a look at the previous case studies on the impact of cultural phenomena on the urban economies. Yuxi City successfully attracted a large number of domestic tourists by organizing a series of festivals and achieved a considerable income of 431 million yuan.
The direct and indirect impacts of culture on location development are largely achieved through cultural participation. Cultural participation includes various ways and formats in which individuals may access or create cultural goods and expenses. Cultural participants can be achieved or passive.
Chapter 3 Methodology. There are 5 paths. 3.1 Development of the questionnaire. Quantitative research will be applied in this study because it is more objective to explore and understand the relationship between the independent variables, Hanfu cultural tourism, Hanfu catering service, and Hanfu production and manufacturing, and the dependent variable, Xian urban economy.
About population and the sampling methods. This study aims to give a deeper understanding of the impact of Hanfu culture on Xian's economy. The diverse backgrounds of the respondents, including local residents, business owners, tourists, students, and professionals in the Hanfu-related industry, provided a wealth of data for the analysis.
The study used the questionnaire as a tool for data collection. There are 37 questions. Section 1, Demographic information. Section 2, Understanding of Hanfu. Section 3, Cultural tourism. Section 4, Catering service. Section 5, Manufacturing.
In this study, we use an online service method to collect data. When designing and developing the questionnaire, we fully condition the research questions and the requirements of the literature review to ensure that the questionnaire accurately reflects the purpose and needs of our research.
In this study, we used some statistic tools. Number 1, Pearson correlation coefficient. In this context, it will be used to examine correlations between Hanfu culture development and various economy indicators. Number 2, regression analysis. This tool will enable the researchers to model the relationship between the Hanfu culture and the economy aspects. Number 3, sampling strategy. It's crucial to consider that the sampling methods might not be completely random, which could lead to the biased sample. Number 4, data collection process. The study 19 artists online service distributed via social media platforms aiming for wide and diverse respondent base.
Chapter 4 Results and Discussion. Divided into 4 parts. Now I will show you descriptive analysis. As is shown in the table, distribution of the demographics. Figure 1 shows that most of the participants are interested in Hanfu and have good knowledge of Hanfu culture as shown in Figure 2. Figure 3 demonstrates that they learned a lot Hanfu through the internet, TV, or movies, books, and friends. Figure 4 shows that consumers consider the following factors when purchasing Hanfu culture: culture identity, product price, social media influence, and the player of product itself. Figure 5 shows that consumers are very concerned about the price, material, style, and quality of Hanfu when purchasing. Figure 6 shows that more than 70% of respondents have visited Hanfu cultural attractions, and most are willing to participate in related cultural activities. Figure 8 shows that most people believe that the development of Hanfu culture has an impact on Xi'an's tourism, catering, and Hanfu-related brick and mortar industries.
4.2 Pearson correlation analysis. There is a positive correlation between manufacturing and catering service, cultural tourism, and per capita Hanfu GDP. There is a close correlation between these four indicators, which influence and promote each other, and jointly promote the development of Hanfu industrial.
Regression analysis. As known in Table 4.31, although all these variables shows a positive correlation with liking Hanfu culture, however, the effects of income and occupation were not significant, while personal aesthetics and national self-confidence and national identity were the two strongest independent variables for liking Hanfu culture. The regression model of Table 4.32 regression model shows that Xi'an tourism, Xi'an Hanfu production and manufacturing enterprises, and Xi'an Hanfu employment have a significant positive impact on Xi'an economy, while Xi'an Hanfu culture, catering, and services have a non-significant impact on Xi'an economy, because the smaller the p-value, the more significant the relationship is.
Although this study has achieved certain results, there are still some limitations which need to be paid sufficient attention to. First, the number of participants or observation in the study may be too small due to simple size limitation, which make it impossible for us to draw accurate conclusion or be representative of the population of interest. This can lead to imprecise data that can affect the reliability of the study.
Chapter 5. Conclusion. According to this study, the main conclusion is that Hanfu culture has a great positive impact on the development of Xi'an's urban economies. It points out the role of Hanfu culture in attracting tourism and enhancing business opportunities, and suggesting that the government, enterprises, and cultural organizations promote and invest in Hanfu culture. This study also suggests that future research should further exploring the long-term impact of cultural phenomena. In summary, this conclusion suggests a close integration of culture and economy development.